Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are on the second part of our last lecture. So we are heading to this page number 1, a new page. But before going to this page, I want to guide you that I will post this video link below the video, and you will sign in to the Power BI Premium account. So by signing in to the account, you will get some of the features that is not available in Power BI service. So let us start working from the new page, and I will first of all add some new visual. So I am adding clustered bar chart here on the screen, and in the cluster bar chart I am taking regions on the axis. So dragging the region and dropping it on the axis. And the second and the third thing was the actual and the budget. So I am going towards this actual, clicking on the actual in the values and the budget in the values. So you can see the actuals and the budget by region is in front of you, and we have to do some conditional formatting in it. So I am going towards the format option, and in the format option going towards the y-axis, and in the y-axis getting the title of, and in the x-axis similarly I will get the title of. So the y-axis axis titles are on. I will go towards data labels. You can see here the data labels, I will get it on, so you can see the readings available in front of you. After doing the data labels, I want to expand all the categories because I want to work on data colors and to change some of the display colors in this chart. So in the actuals I will move and pick some light color here. So this color would be fine, and for this one I will select some very dark or solid color so they can be differentiated easily. So this is actual or and budget versus region, and I want to add one more visual. So I will get back to the old page, the headline page, and in this old page I will copy this budget versus forecast percentage because I want to see it on the next page. So I have done Control C. Now I will do Control V from my keyboard, and you can see the next visual is in front of you. Both of the visuals are on the page, and the third visual is of the matrix table. So here is the matrix table. The table and the matrix table are different from each other. So first of all, there is a mistake. We have to undo this. Before selecting any visual, you have to click on this white screen and then click on the visual. So I have selected the matrix table, and in the matrix table, in the raw value, I have to select IT area. So I am going towards the department and adding the IT area here, and in the columns I am adding the region. So in the columns I have to collect this departments tab. Here is the region, and in the region I have to select it in the columns. And in the value section I will select budget versus forecast. So I will drag it and drop it here. You can see the matrix table in front of you, but I want to make it more interactive according to our requirement. So we will go towards the format option, and in the format option I have to look for data icons. So in order to see it clearly, I will click on expand all categories, and when expand all categories will be on, you can see all the things. I have to search for data icons. So there should be something named as data icons. So we have to look for it. You can see here it is background color data bar. Here it is icons. So I will click on the icons button and get it on. So it will show the icons, but I want to do some advanced formatting in the icons tab. So I will click on this FX, and on this FX I want to do some conditional formatting. So if value is greater than 0 percent and less than number, so I have to select number here and do it 0, then there should be a red dot. And if the value is greater than and equals to, here I should select number, and less than equals to 100%, less than equals to 100%, then it should be the green dot. So we are basically seeing the up and down of the values or computing the variances. So everything is fine. Now I will click on the OK button. So you can see the conditional formatting is applied and the red dots and green dots can be shown according to the IT area. Now I will not do more of the effort, but I will copy this visual by clicking Ctrl C from my keyboard, and after uh, clicking on the white screen I will click Ctrl V. So the visual is pasted. Now I will pick this visual and place it here, but now I have to do a little bit of changes. The little bit of changes means in the IT area I will add cost element group. So let me go towards here. This is cost element. So in the cost element tab, there is something cost element group. I will place it in the IT area and remove that IT area. Place it in the rows and remove the IT area. So the region, budget versus forecast. So there is another matrix table according to the IT area. So I have expanded it so it can be seen clearly. Let me increase the size of this. We have done some mistake. If you have done some mistake, there is undo button. You can click on the undo button and it will be again to its original part. Okay, so I have increased the size of this as well. I will click on this and I will increase the size of this as well, so both can be visible on the dashboard. So after working on the visuals table, the next table I want to work on is the map. So let me decrease the size of this first, size of these visuals, so we have more spaces for the maps as well. So now I am going towards the map visual. By clicking on the white screen, I will move towards here, and here you can see filled map. So I will click on this field map, and after clicking on this field map, I will go towards the actual. So the first thing to select is the actual, and after clicking towards the actual, and the second thing I need to select is the country. So in the regions tab, here is the country. So when I select the country, it will mark the country according to the actual budget. So you can see, let me increase the size of it so it can be seen clearly and it would be visual for everyone. So the size is increased and you can see the colors by name of actual. So we can format these data colors according to our requirement. If we go towards this filled colors, or you can change the color according to your requirement, or you can format the visual according to the high or low value using the conditional formatting we have just used in the matrix table. So I'm not spending more time on it. Now the next chart I am going to make is the scattered chart. So here is the scattered chart. Let me click on it, and in the scattered chart the legend should be selected as a country. So in the legend I am adding the country, and in the x-axis there should be budget versus forecast. So I have added budget versus forecast, or in the y-axis we have to add budget versus forecast percentage. Okay, so let me increase the size, but in the size, what do you want the size of the scatter plot? There are dots. If there is more budget, so the size of the dot would be increased. So I will go toward this forecast, and here is something forecast. Here it is. So I will pick this forecast and place it in the size tab, and now I will increase the size of it. You can see here is some country named as USA, and USA has the greater budget. So you can see it's scatter in the scatter plot, the size is also increased. So let me reduce the size of this so I can see all of the things clearly. So this would be enough, and let me reduce the size of this to the axis as well and adjust it to some place. So I have added scatter chart as well, and now the last thing to do is to make a new page, and I would like to name this page as the regions tab, at the regions tab. And after naming this, I want to add a new page, and in this new page I want to play with another visual. Let us see the regions tab first. Let it be loaded, and the last thing is the new page, and in the new page I want to add a new visual, that is the decomposition tree. So here it is, the decomposition tree. And this decomposition tree help us in doing the root cause analysis of any of our problem. So there is a button, there is a tab called analyze, and in the analyze I will add budget versus forecast. Okay, and explain by, there is explain by field. So explain by field I will add a lot of things. So let me go towards first cost element group, I will add it here. And the second thing I want to add is the IT department, so I will add IT department here. The third thing is I want to add is the cost, and the fourth thing is the country. So let me add some cost and country column also here. So here is the country column. Let me add the country. You want to add a lot of things according to your requirement. Okay, cost element is added, IT department is added, and cost element group is added. Here is the cost element. Okay, so I have added four things in the explain by tab. The one is the cost element group, the IT department, the cost element, and the last is the country. So all the things are added. Now I will click on this plus button, and in this plus button, sorry, in this plus button I have the option using AI. Let me undo first, and I am here, and I will click on this plus button, and in this plus button there is an AI option, according to which we can select high value or low value. I can see there is IT department, country, and cost element. Let me add cost element group, cost element as well. Now there are four things. Now moving forward, I have to click on this plus button. There is an AI tool which is asking me about the low value or high value, which value you want to keep. So I am clicking on low value. It will automatically transform it and make it according to the value. So I want this according to ascending or descending order. So I have the option to do it as well, but first I will click on this plus button. It will also again ask me, so I will again click on the low value. So it is splitting the things. Let me increase the size so we can see our visual more clearly, and after it I will click on this again. I will click on the low value, and it is again showing me the Italy, the negative labor, negative variance. If we have supported to the negative variance, again I am going to the low value. So you can see it is splitted according to IT department, country, cost element group, but I can change the order as well. So let me click it and click on sort ascending. By clicking on sort ascending, it will sort all the data according to lower to higher values. And you can see the first is the IT department and the cost element. So I want to increase, I want to change the order. So first of all, I want to make country on the top. So what I can do, I can change the order by myself as well. But now I want to close them and add them one by one. So first is cost element, and after cost element I want to add the IT department. So let me move towards here, and in the department I will place below here. So here is IT department. So I will click on here, and you can see the administrative cost of the department contributing to the negative variance, and the department contributing to the positive variance. Now I will take this cost element and place it here, and now I will click on plus and click on cost element. So decomposition tree is very important. it gives the general idea about which department is consuming and which department is contributing to the negative or the positive variances. So I am adding to the country and I am clicking on this country as well, and you can see the USA is kept contributing to the negative variance in the administrative cost. And if I click place my mouse pointer it, I can see the contributing factors easily. So we can arrange it by ascending order, we can arrange it by descending order, you can arrange it by descending order as well. So if I click on descending order, you can see it is showing me the highest value, lowest value first, and then the highest value. So the sequence has been changed. So you can see it according to your requirement, and you can see the USA is at the last now. So this table gives us a general idea. If you want to explore more about the composition table, you can search it on the internet, or you can see furthermore Power BI lectures. Now in the next lecture we will talk about how we can publish this dashboard using a Power BI premium account on a web page. So before publishing it, I request you all to make a Power BI service account, and everyone will ask how we can make a service account. So for making a service account, I have the idea. I have told you the link, and you can see the link from this video, below this video, and you will sign in according to the steps. And after signing in, you have the Power BI service, and we will publish this report on Power BI service, so we can see all the things remotely using the internet, or you can share it with your friends and team members. So there is the tab, headline tab. We can add the theme here as we have discussed. We can add the themes and more of the thing. There are a lot of things. So in the insert page, we have a new page, new visual, more visual. So it's all upon you. You can add things. You can yes, in the views tab, you can see there are different types of themes you can add according to your requirement. So there is our headline tab, and there is our regions tab. It is loading, and at last we have the decomposition tree, and we can name it or change it. So our report has been finished. Let us move towards signing in and making the Power BI service account, so we can publish this report to a Power BI service. So you have to wait patiently and perform all the things, and if you got some mistakes, you can tell me and I will resolve your mistake. So I am moving towards the default dashboard, because default dashboard is looking fine to me, and I can see all the things clearly. So that's all for this lecture. Hope we will learn a lot. Let us move towards the next lecture.